most of you guys know I am a flight attendant, and if you didn't know that already, now you do. And one of the things that I love to collect, besides coins and besides paper money, is airline memorabilia. This stuff doesn't have a tremendous amount of value. It just has a really cool wow factor. And especially when you work within the business, such as I do, I hope to have a really long career doing what I do, because I absolutely love it. It is such a wonderful thing that I do, an opportunity I have been given. So let me show you some of the cool things that I have been able to collect. I love TWA, in particular TWA memorabilia. TWA was a very cool airline. It was started by Howard Hughes, the famous movie producer and businessman. And that airline, it just grew substantially. It was headquartered out of Kansas City. And it eventually, I believe, under bankruptcy, merged with American Airlines. And if you actually fly on American Airlines right now, you will actually, if you're in a McDonnell Douglas airplane, if you see that written on the window shades, you're probably in an old TWA aircraft, because they're still around, they're still being flown, they've just been repainted with American Airline colors. So they're older planes, but I tell you, they're some of the most comfortable planes that you can fly in. Those old McDonnell Douglas planes, I absolutely love them. So let me show you some of the memorabilia that I have been able to collect over the couple years now. So these are probably the coolest pieces. These are actually stir sticks that are shaped like propellers. Now, TWA, to my knowledge, they didn't fly any turboprops, which are propeller planes. They flew all jets, but maybe early on they had a few. Maybe they had a few smaller turboprops. I'm not sure on that exactly. I've only seen their jets. But these are actually stir sticks shaped like propellers. Isn't that cool? So I actually have quite a few of those. And maybe one day I'll have like a Halloween party where people have to dress up, or costume party, where people have to dress up as flight attendants and pilots, and they have to use authentic stir sticks. That'd be a pretty cool little party to have, actually. Good excuse to drink and have some fun. This is a luggage tag. If you were a Royal Ambassador member, which pretty exclusive thing, they actually gave you a luggage tag. So that's pretty cool. And this is pretty neat. 10 minutes of free long distance on your TWA flight, courtesy of Sprint. So this is actually a calling card, and it doesn't appear to have been used. So you could actually, this is from 1998, or at least it expired in 1998. And this is pretty neat. 10 minutes of free long distance. And they actually had phones on your flights. In fact, you don't really see that anymore. You don't see earphones at all anymore. All right, so this is just a couple postcards here. And unfortunately, this has been kind of damaged. And I'm wondering if my cat is not to blame. She's very irritating sometimes because this stuff is pretty much irreplaceable at this point. They are no longer in business. But that is, I love it, you guys, when you're flying and you see the clouds like that, you look out the window. Flight attendants, you know, they usually sit near the doors. So when I fly, when I'm working, I'm always, you know, near the doors, and I can look out the little window, the port window, and it's just beautiful to see the clouds and the different cities. But anyway, these appear to be postcards, which are pretty cool. And then there's a ton of brochures here, like this: have more bags, or just need more tags. I like that. That rhymes. And let me get this. Oh. Let everyone know you're a member of the club. I'll order additional Ambassador Club luggage tags today, and I imagine something went inside of here. Oh, you must. There we go. You put your money inside there, because the tags cost money. So these tags here were $5 each, and you had to order at least 2 of them per order, and you probably got one free just for becoming a member. So this was how you ordered additional luggage tags. And this appears, yep, this is another luggage tag. And evidently this used to belong to a Don Thompson. I won't show his information there. But that's pretty cool. This is this is just a luggage tag as well. Cheap luggage tags. You still get these by most airlines today. If you're checking bags at the gate, or if you are carrying on and they don't fit in the overhead bins, they'll give you one of these so they can store them below the cabin. So a couple of those, and then you can retrieve them when you get off the plane. And this, I believe, is like a name tag. I'm really not sure what this is. This does not appear to be adhesive. Well, there is tape on there. I'm really not positive as to what they would have used this for. It just says TWA, and it has a place presumably to write on. Here is a credit card brochure, and all the different places they go worldwide. They were based in Kansas City, and then they had a hub in St. Louis. So when you go to the St. Louis airport, you'll see a lot of the airport there was constructed by TWA. So this is an ad for a credit card, and this is actually a ticket holder. So they would put your ticket information in here, and put your flight and your gate information, all that. Old thrifty car rental brochure. This is probably another ticket. Yep, another little ticket holder. And this is just a little carry-on baggage tag, and shows you what to do with your baggage. Now, I want to tell you guys something. Your flight attendants are there for your safety. They're mandated by the FAA, and a lot of people get so irritated if I come by and I say, hey, could you push your bag and make sure it's fully under the seat in front of you? But there's a reason why flight attendants insist upon that. It's not just to be a jerk. It's because in the event of an evacuation, if there is a row of 3 people and you are in the second and the third seat, the person at the edge, on the aisle seat, is going to be able to easily get up out of their seat and evacuate. If their bag is sticking out, it might impede the second person and the third person from exiting the aircraft without complications. And so those few seconds make all the difference when there is a planned or unplanned evacuation. And so that's why flight attendants ask you to completely push your bags underneath the seat in front of you like this. But that's pretty cool. A lot of people don't know that. Everything flight attendants ask you to do is for your safety. Can you put your seat up in the full upright position when taking off and landing? That's the same philosophy in the event of an evacuation during the critical stage of flight, which is takeoff and landing. Here is a check-in confirmation, a boarding pass. So that's pretty cool, from August of 1995. And you have an in-flight beverage or headset coupon redeemable for 1 in-flight beverage. And this expired on December 31st of 2000, unfortunately. So that's pretty cool. And this is I'm not quite sure exactly what this is. This is another ticket holder. I've got quite a few of those. Quite a few of where you put your tickets in. We got 1, 2. This is, I believe, another one. Yep, 3. Got some older ones here. 4. They got their route maps inside. These are pretty cool. These are old TWA children's wings. And I actually have some of these I can give out for the airline I work at. Love giving these out to children. It always brings a smile to their face. And if I see an adult that's staring at me when I'm giving a child one, I'll walk up to the adult and say, I don't want you to be jealous, and I'll hand them one. And they always get a kick out of it. This appears to be company ticket and baggage check instructions to employee. So some paperwork for the employees to complete. And you can see there, Kansas City, Missouri, Transworld Airlines, record ticket and baggage check. And then a little pamphlet that was probably in flight. So in the seat back pockets, encouraging people to upgrade. And another one of those. Got another little stir stick. Let's put that over there. So this is a route map. You guys think of it as just being a map with all the destinations, but this is technically called a route map. And you can see all the different places they go from their hubs. And airlines use a hub and spoke model, most of them, so they fly people into their hubs, and from their hubs they go to all the little tiny places. And those hubs are normally bases, so you can see the hub and spoke model really well here. Actually, you can see that's probably a hub, that's a hub, and if I had to take a guess, those are pretty much the two hubs there. All their flying is pretty much predominantly done out of those two places, but this is called a route map. And I'm surprised this doesn't actually have the international destinations that TWA flew. So membership and awards guide. So just a kind of a guide on your perks for being a TW Worldwide member, which was their credit card. Our frequent flight bonus program, their frequent flyer miles. And then here we actually have a couple TWA. Now this is pretty cool. This is schematics, and as flight attendants, we're required to learn these inside and out, so that way we know exactly where all the emergency equipment is and where all the exit points are and just different landmarks. And for you passengers, it is, you know, these are exactly kind of what the schematics look like that I'm accustomed to. But you can see this no smoking rows. But you can see this is pretty neat. All the schematics are basically seating charts. This isn't actually schematics. It's pretty close to what schematics look like, but it's not schematics. These are just seating charts. So they're pretty cool. And then here we have an actual ticket and a baggage check inside one of these ticket holders. You can see how convenient that is. Why don't airlines do stuff like this anymore? Isn't this cool? I mean, this is how air travel, TWA was really famous for making air travel luxurious, and you don't even get anything like this nowadays. You get a ticket, a little paper ticket, and that's it. Come fly with MCI. That stands for Kansas City Airport. Oh well, MCI WorldCom. No, it doesn't. MCI is the airport code for Kansas City. But you've got all these little ticket pouches. And then this, Getaway Vacations. This, I guess, would be a little ticket where you put your tickets in there and you put any other information that might be important. And you can hold on to it in this nice little pouch. Another little luggage tag. And this is the same thing. You put your stuff inside here so you don't lose it, which is pretty cool. This is neat, TWA sticker. These are, this is some sort of internal sticker. Let me think about this. Carrier, flight class, date, time, and status. I really can't tell you what I think this is for. Again, they're closed, so maybe someone from TWA who sees this video can tell us what they use these forms for. A gate agent would have had these forms likely. This is all about their airline travel program, their frequent flyer miles. I don't know why I say Myers. Miles program, the Gold Ambassador. This is pretty cool. This is actually a kind of a book to keep people entertained on board, particularly children, I would imagine. There's really cool content in this. This has to be an older book. It has crosswords, and it has all sorts of stuff. Talks about different destinations, And it's just a really neat book. And then on the back, the coolest part is it's got a little captain's hat that you can actually, it's perforated, and you actually pop that out of here, and for your child you can make them a captain's hat. So that's really neat. I should show you the captain's hat. I actually have a captain's hat because I am actually been for a very, 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 very long time in a relationship with a pilot, which is pretty cool. Let's see here. So a pretty cool little membership award guide. Just some more stuff, some more of those stickers, some more various guides. A lot of them are about upgrades, and another ticket for the luggage tag. This is pretty cool. It's an old luggage tag. This is probably if it's lost luggage. And then here is another stir stick. And that is pretty cool. And then we've got a little TWA paper bag, employee discount card, and this it's an alarm. It'll tell you how long you have to go to get to one of these places. So that is actually pretty cool. See, airlines don't give you stuff like this anymore, and it's so unfortunate. This is a coaster, very old coaster at that. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this stuff. I have a ton of other TWA memorabilia around here, and this is just some of it. And this stuff is fun to collect. It's just like collecting coins. It's fun. There's not a whole lot of value in this, to be honest with you. You can buy this stuff pretty cheap online, and so it's not like it's you know, very valuable, but it doesn't cost that much money either. So thanks for watching.